Hi everyone, Grace here, and I wanted to do a short little Tuesday morning haul. I don't know what it is. You guys all know by now that Tuesday morning, the sale is happening tomorrow, July 8th, Saturday, and I think perhaps because the sale is tomorrow, this week's craft shipment seemed very light at my Tuesday morning. And yes, thankfully I had to go to, it's not thankfully, why am I being thankful that I had to go to work? Anyway, I guess, yeah, it works out. Anyway, on Thursday, I needed to go to my office and grab some, do some paperwork and such, so I took Bentley there for the first time, and it was so funny. He was a little skittish, and then he saw some of my colleagues, because of course my colleagues wanted to see my cute little dog, and he just went into like protective feral mode. It was like hilarious. But anyway, while I was there near my college, I thought that I would swing by Tuesday morning, and this is kind of it, you guys. I didn't find a whole lot, but let me share with you what I did find, so that if these are things that you're like, ooh, I want, then you can keep an eye out for it. Now, this is by a company called Plum Creek. Let me see if I've got it here. And it's not intended for outdoor use. It's this round wooden piece. And what is it? I think it's 12 by 1.25 pine round, so it is pine wood, and it's originally $9.99, and Tuesday morning is selling it for $1.99. And what I thought this would be really great is, I live near a Daiso, so Daiso has smaller like turntable, plastic turntables that are like shocking orange or shocking green or brown. And I don't really like the plastic component, but I thought that if I wanted to convert this into a turntable, I could just hot glue that on here and then paint this, and then you get a really nice looking turntable. And so with that though, or you can just put little like, hanging tack things, hammer that in, and then you can use this as a wall hanging. So you guys remember the bicycle stencils as well as the nature stencils would be really great on this. Certainly there were two, so I ended up getting two. But then I also picked up this decorative stencil by Delta, and it's the Baroque style. Isn't this pretty, you guys? Let me see if I can get it to you. And so when I did the measurements though, it fit perfectly. Do you see that? And so I was thinking, depending on how I wanted it, I could do kind of like an antique whitewash on this, and then stencil this, or whatever. And so I'm hoping that I can do some decoupaging or stenciling, because right around July and August, I don't know how many of you guys get excited about this, and this is how I know I'm still that nerd. But Office Depot / Office Max has their back to school sales and their composition notebooks. I love composition notebooks. Those go on sale. The most expensive I've seen them is 25 cents per notebook, but there are times when they're only a penny. Of course, there's a limit to like 3 or something, but that's when I usually stock up. And I love the composition notebooks because you don't have to deal with the spirals. And spirals, once you kind of smush them and they deform, they're never, they're never back to their normal stage, right? So anyway, that was totally long-winded. Sorry. The other thing that I picked up, and this, honestly, I picked up at the Tuesday morning near my house earlier in the week, but I'm just tacking it on here because it was just these three that I found. Now, I believe I saw this in a different color from Dawn, Dare to Be Creative, and they're only 99 cents. Do you guys remember this woman, Donna Dewberry? I remember I ended up watching, like, I marathoned her one-stroke videos, and because of that woman, I felt as though I could paint, just even for a little bit. at least a rose, right? But anyway, Donna Dewberry stuff is making its way to Tuesday morning. I don't know if you guys have seen her stuff, previously, let me know, but this is the first time that I've seen Donna Dewberry. But then again, it's only been about a year since I've been, actively buying Tuesday morning craft stuff. But I thought that this would be really great to use at church. So as you guys can see, I love this. There are two different ways. If you're a righty, you can use it like this. If you're a lefty, you can then shift it like this. There's spots for your paint. These are slots for your paint brushes. Isn't that great? And then there's also a slot here. So if you are, one of those, middle people, then you like, having your thumb in the middle of the plate, you can do that. And then some, clear space for your mixing. Or, oh, I see what it is. You can put a little tin pan, and then that's what you use to poke out the tin pan. But anyway, so got that. Thought that that was a really great deal. Is it staying? Yes, it's staying. Now, there's only two more items that I wanted to show you, and I saw this. And I don't know, some of you may be like, ooh, that's kind of pricey. It's a Sizzix die. Oh, actually, no, I'm sorry. It says it's compatible with Sizzix, Cuttlebug, and Spellbinder. Yes, because I have a Spellbinder, which is still in its box. I know, I will use it because I promised two people that I would take part in their challenges, and those challenges require die cuts. But anyway, isn't this great, you guys? So it's originally $9.99, but it's $2.99. Let me go ahead and give you the SKU. It's 1830362. Let me repeat that again, 1830362. And it is a Momenta die. But I just thought, I love Roman numerals and I love clocks, and I thought that this was such a great die. And you've got, of course, the clock hands. And anyway, so picked that up. And then you guys know last week or so I picked up the 12 by 12 World's Fair Graphic 45 for $5.99. And then I saw this one on sale for $2.99. And so I'm not going to go through all of it because you guys have seen it before, but I love the fact that it's a smaller version of the 12 by 12. And yeah, and they have a little template. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's a little pillow box template, which I definitely plan on using. So for those of you interested, the SKU is 1862108. Again, it's 1862108 for $2.99. If you guys actually do the math, this is probably the better deal at $2.99 than the 12 by 12 at the $5.99 price range. But anyway, so that was my Tuesday morning haul for this week. And then I wanted to share with you something, since it was such a small haul. Do you guys remember how I had purchased, I think this was Cosmo something. You guys remember, right? But this is a traveler's notebook, and I love how it says, "Be brilliant." And I haven't painted this yet. Live what you love. And so this was what it originally came with. And then what I decided to do was, and you'll notice it's a little smaller, but not by much. And this paper is from my 7 Gypsies. This one, the travel pack, the 8x8. I ended up hauling this, I think, a few weeks ago. 48 sheets for $3.99, and I love the maps and the vintage look of these. And so what I did was I took one of the sheets that I really liked, and then I have a bunch of notebook paper, because I don't know about you guys, but I don't recall using things called blue books when I was in college. All of my exams were on paper provided for me by my professors. But anyway, these days, apparently, my students have to buy blue books from the bookstore to write their essay exams and such. And so, I keep those exams, but after a few years, the students don't come by to pick them up. And so, especially like their final exams. And so after a few years, I have all these blue books with, you know, empty pages, because most students don't end up filling, you know, like 10 pages worth, you know, in their blue books. And so what I did was I recycled those. And then these, they're just so nice. I just ended up cutting them. And then I have a long handle stapler. This was one of the best purchases that I made from Office Depot. It's a swing line. It's really great. And so I used that to staple this. And so yeah. And my goal is to be able to make a few more. And so you guys will notice, like from this pad, I used that, obviously you can tell. But there are some that just, like this one would be nice to use. That one would be nice to use as well. Or I could, if I wanted, use this. Do you guys see how it's like nice and simple? So, yeah, but I just thought that this was such a great pad. And so that's kind of what I'm using this for those of you who were curious as to what I did with them. And I will say, these Traveler's Notebooks, the 8x8 scrapbook papers, they fit really nicely. And so, yeah, I was quite pleased with the way this one came out. And I'll probably end up making a few more before the summer is out so I can use this during the school year. So, yeah, but that's it, everyone. So, hopefully this gives you a little bit of an idea of what things may come at your Tuesday morning, or come to your Tuesday morning if you are looking for these. I thought, honestly, that clock die cut was really awesome. So, and then, of course, you can't beat that pine block for $1.99. So, anyway, alright, I am going to film one more video, which is my Michael's haul. And then Saturday, you guys know, is the sale, and I did get the email from Tuesday morning. I took a look at the Tuesday morning ad, and it looks as though a lot of Martha Stewart, as some of you guys already knew, and cross pens, which, I don't know, I'm not as big a fan of cross pens, but I'll take a look and see what cross pens they have. I love the fact that the sale is on a Saturday, so I will be there. Very excited to see what Martha Stewart punches I will be able to get. There are a few that I'm still looking for. The owl Martha Stewart punch is something that I have been hankering to get and haven't found that. The Christmas, you know, border punch I haven't been able to find, and then a few others. So I think there was that pick a fence one. I don't think I have that. Anyway, needless to say, I will be taking inventory of my punches tonight to make sure that I don't get any duplicates. And I'm trying to think what else. Oh, you know what? I'm actually going to leave in the description bar a 800 number. It's a toll-free number to Tuesday morning, and if you just text them an email address, you end up getting a $10 off a $50 purchase coupon. Isn't that wonderful? So it won't work if you already give an existing email. So I know many of you guys have multiple email accounts. So what you may want to do is, if you haven't ever entered your email account with Tuesday morning, you want to text them that Tuesday morning your email address to that Tuesday morning number, and then it's really cool. You get a $10 off $50 purchase, which I think is fabulous, especially since we're looking forward to, you know, tomorrow's big sale. So I'm going to try to upload this very quickly and make sure I get that information into the description bar for those of you who want to take advantage of that. I think it takes a day or two for it to kick in, so hopefully you do it early enough that you can still, you know, get that coupon before one of the big sales. So, all right, I think that's it. I will be back with my Michael's haul, and have a great weekend, everyone. Bye.